the diagram. It is consisting of the those two springs are carrying the one body. So that is the machine. They may also arranging the one machine. Okay, and additionally to have the damper is there. The damper is there between these springs. So when they are carrying the particular machine, okay, machine, then they may also have the some vibrations. So what are the vibrations are there? Those vibrations are reduced by the help of our damper usage. So it may also produce a number of number of amplitudes, number of cycles. So that is reduced by the help of our damper usage. And it may also produces the some force. So additional force is there. That force forced, okay, damped forced vibration is there. That is the F cos omega t. F cos omega t. So there. So in this, the machine is not directly to place on a also arranging the some damper. Okay, then they may also the machine has been mounted on particular springs and the damper arrangement. So why we are not placed into the ground? Why? Because when the machine is going to start, so it means when it is going to be in dynamic mode, so it now produces more noise and more vibrations. When it will make a particular, so then definitely directly to place it down. So then we will also get the more noise and vibrations, and it may also that is one of the drawback. Okay, that is the one of the disadvantage for place. More noise is produced. So when the more noise is produced, we are not the working environment will be some tough. Okay, so that's why they may also arrange it to that is placed or mounted on springs and the damper. So when they are when they are placed to the between the foundation to the our machine, so the springs and damper. So then those are trying reducing their amplitude levels. So that thing is happening in a particular system. So now going to see that what is the meaning of transmissibility ratio. So that means simply to say that it is the ratio of force transmitted to the force transmit. It is the ratio of force transmitted to the force applied is known as the transmissibility ratio. Simply to say that force transmitted to the force applied. So transmissibility ratio means it is the force transmitted to the force applied is known as the transmissibility ratio. So transmissibility ratio. So now here the force transmitted the foundation consisting of the two following forces. Two following forces are there. So those are the first one is spring force. Okay, spring force or elastic force. So spring force, and another one is the damping force. So spring force is represented with the Sx but Sx maximum. So that is the maximum displacement, Sx maximum, and damping force is represented with C omega x maximum, C omega x maximum. So that is the damping forces are there. Now in this, just observe our figure. So in this figure, what are the spring forces? What are the forces are there? There are those are the spring force and our damping force. Those two are perpendicular. Those two are perpendicular to one to another. So that's why they are indicating here. Sx is represented with our spring force is represented with the horizontal direction, and simply to represent with the our damping force with the vertical direction. So those two are meted with, those two are connected with the our force transmitted. Ft value is the force transmitted. So that is there. So now from that, so you have to write the our you have to write the force transmitted. So force transmitted equals to that is the two components are there. So that is the Ft equals to square root of Sx maximum square plus C omega x maximum square. So when we simplify the equation, so x max is taken out from the root. So that is the x max equal x max into square root of s square plus c square omega square. So that is the transmitted force. Transmitted force. Now going to write the transmissibility ratio. Transmissibility ratio. So transmissibility ratio is a small e is there represented with the small e. Okay. So E equals to force transmitted by force applied. So that is the our Ft by F. Ft by F. So now that is also Ft already written in earlier. So that is the x max into square root of s square plus c square omega square by F. Now we know that that is the one formula is known. So that is the x max equals to x naught into d. X naught into d. So d means damping factor. Sorry, magnification factor is there. Damping magnification factor is there. So x max equals to x naught into d. But x naught is also written as initial displacement. Initial displacement value is written as f by s. F by s. So that is there. So f by s into d. It may also written as f by s into d. So now E equals to d by s into square root of s square plus c square omega square. So in this d into s is s is uh, taking into the in our root. So when we are going to take in our root, so then d into square root of s square by here when it is going into the square root, then the value is also have s square. So s square by s square 1 plus c square omega square by s square. Now so that is written as so d into square root of 1 plus c omega by s is also written as here at the right side portion. C omega by s is written as c by 2c by cc into omega by omega n. See 2c by cc into uh, omega by omega n. So that may also substituted in our equation. So how we get the particular value? Just observe that. C is there. C means here damping. Damping coefficient, natural damping coefficient. So that may also have the our natural damping coefficient. So then, so that is a 2c by. It may also written that 2c by cc into omega by omega n. Omega n means s by m. So that means here they may have the multiplied and division with the m term. So when they are making the particular thing multiplied and division with m, So then these are okay. This equation has to km. This equation has to km. So that is the substituted in our main equation. So d into square root of 1 plus 2c by cc plus omega by omega n. Omega by omega n. So now d value is known. So that is the magnification factor already known, calculated in earlier session. So that is the capital D equals to 1 by square root of 2c omega by cc omega n square plus 1 minus omega square by omega n square whole square. So that is our magnification factor. So this is the magnification. This value is substituted in our earlier equation. So when we substituted that, so E equals to square root of 1 plus 2c omega by cc omega n whole square by 2c omega by cc omega n square plus 1 minus omega square by omega n square whole square. So in this, when this is the equation, okay, has to arrive. So that is the transmissibility ratio. Okay, the transmissibility ratio main equation is this one. So that is the square root of 1 plus 2c omega by cc omega n square by square root of 2c omega by cc omega n whole square plus 1 minus omega square by omega n square whole square. So that has been arrived. So now in this equation, when there is no damper, so that means damper is not provided, so then c value is going to be 0. Okay, if the damper is not there in our system, so then simply to put the c value equals to 0. When the c value is going to be 0, so then the equation has to arrived. So that is the small e equals to 1 by 1 minus omega by omega n square. So why? Because this term is also going to be 0 and this term is also going to be 0. Okay, so the remaining term is to be achieved here. So in this, uh, from the above equation, so omega by omega n greater than 1. Sometimes it may also happen. So omega by omega n greater than 1. So then E is negative. E is negative. So that means there is a phase difference of 180 degrees between the transmitted force and the disturbing force. Disturbing force value is the F cos omega t. F cos omega t is there. And another case is also given. So that is the omega by omega n must be greater than root 2. So if E is to be less than 1 and the numerical value of E independent of the any phase difference between the forces that may exist, any phase difference between the forces, it may also exist. So therefore they may have to write small e equals to, so that may also happen in our equation. So that equation has to be changed here. So that is the small e equals to 1 by omega n square minus 1. Okay, for changes of the phase, okay, phase differences, for reducing the phase differences. So now all of you observe our graph. So that graph will representing with that variation of the transmissibility ratio. Variation of transmissibility ratio. In this x-axis, x-axis represents with the omega by omega n value, and in this y-axis will represented the transmissibility ratio. And when the magnification factor, okay, when the magnification factor or a damping factor equals to 0.1, then how we are having the, okay, how to achieve the amplitude values. When the damping factor 0.2, then how to achieve the amplitude values, and 0.5. So similarly, damping factor is also taken to be 1. So those are also given in our particular representation. So when the damping factor or magnification factor, okay, has been taken 1, so then it may also, okay, reducing their amplitude values that has been shown in our particular graph. Here we have the, okay, one problem is here regarding with the earlier topic. Just all of you read problem, okay, all of you read the problem carefully. Machine has a mass of 100 kg and unbalanced reciprocating parts of mass 2 kg, which move through a vertical stroke of 80 mm with a simple harmonic motion. So the machine is mounted on 4 springs. The machine is mounted on 4 springs, symmetrically arranged with respect to the center of mass, in such a way that the machine has 1 degree of freedom and can undergo vertical displacement only, and can undergo vertical displacements only, neglecting the damping. So they may also neglected the damping. Neglecting damping, calculate the combined stiffness of the spring in order that the force transmitted to the foundation is 1 by 25th of the applied force when the speed of the rotation of the machine crankshaft is 1000 rpm. So they have given, okay, relation between the our force transmitted to the force applied. So that is the 1 by 25 times. When the machine is actually supported on the springs, it is found that the damping reduces the amplitude of the successive free vibrations by 25 percentage.
Okay.
Now find the force transmitted to the foundation of foundation at 1000 rpm, and the second one is force transmitted to the foundation at a resonance, and the third one amplitude of the force vibration of the machine at resonance. So those are the determining values there. So from the problem description, you have to write given values. M1 equals to 100 kg, M2 equals to 2 kg, and L stroke value L equals to 80 mm, and small e equals to 1 by 25. One by 25, and n equals to 1000 rpm. When we know the n equals to 1000 rpm, and simply to calculate the our omega value, angular displacement, so that is the our, sorry, angular velocity, so 2 pi n by 60, so that value has to arrive 104.7 radian per seconds. Now going to calculate the our unknowns. So before going to calculate the unknowns, so let us represent the some symbol notations. So those are the combined stiffness of the springs. So let small s equals to combined stiffness of the springs, and omega n equals to natural frequency, natural circular frequency of vibration. So therefore, uh, when the damper is not provided in the system, so then they may have to find the our okay omega n value. Why? Because so small e equals to 1 by omega n whole square minus 1 formula is there in earlier. So that has been taken, that has taken here, okay, that has been taken. So therefore e place, e is the our 1 by 25 equals to 1 by omega n square minus 1 is 1 minus 1. So then uh, simplify the equation. Omega n is okay, omega square minus omega n square by okay omega n square at the numerator. So then omega n square by 104.7 square, omega value is known 104.7 square minus omega n square. So just simplify the equation, okay, with the cross multiplication just simplify the equation. So then omega n value is nearly to get 20.5 radian per seconds, 20.5 radian per seconds. So just copy the problem, all of you copy the problem. Now we know that omega n equals to already know the formula. Omega n equals to square root of s by m. Here s by m1. Why? Because that is the mass is there. So s equals to how much? Why? Because s is also unknown. So s is also unknown. So that's why I have to calculate the s value. So stiffness value s equals to m1 into okay squaring on both sides. So in this equation, our basic equation, when we are squaring on both sides, so then s equals to m1 into omega n square. So m1 is the 100 and omega n square is the our, okay, omega n is the 20 point something, 20.5 value. So just make the calculation and the value has to arrive 42,160. Okay, someone raised the doubt. When we uses the our omega by omega n, okay, this formula, transmissibility ratio formula, okay, so that transmissibility ratio, when we consider the okay small e equals to 1 by omega n square minus 1. So that is the in earlier session already we have discussed here, just observe that. So that is the when the system is not arranging of the our damper, when the system is not having the damper, so then the formula has to return small e equals to 1 by omega n square minus 1, 1 by omega n square minus 1. So that is the important. So from that omega n okay s equals to 42,160 Newton per meter, Newton per meter. Now, so what are the basic unknowns are there? Those are calculated. Yes, damper is okay. Problem lo manaki okay. So in our problem, our first case, first condition, there is no damper. There is no damper on the system. And second condition, okay, they may also consider that. So that is also. So they may not consider, but when we are usage of the our damper, then we have to reduce the 25 percentage of the amplitude values. 25 percentage of the amplitude vibrations has been reduced. So that thing has been given. So just observe that. So now So S is also known 42,160 Newton. Now we are going to calculate the force transmitted to the foundation at 1000 RPM. So that is the force transmitted value is okay calculated. So for find out of the force transmitted, so that is represented with the Ft, and initial amplitude of the vibration is x1. Okay, that is no initial amplitude of the vibration x1. And now when the damper is there, so then 25 percentage will be reduced. So that's why for okay, they may also takes to that one relation, that is the damping reduces amplitude of successive free vibrations by 25 percentage. So therefore amplitude of vibration equals to amplitude of vibration x2 equals to 0.75 into x1. 0.75 into x1. So that means the one okay, one amplitude to another amplitude, that means the successive amplitudes between the one to another, so that has been reduced nearly 25 percentage. That has been okay represented in this place, that is the x2 equals to 0.75 x1. x2 equals to 0.75 x1. Now we are going to take that one formula is there. That formula is log of x1 by x2 equals to log of x1 by x2 equals to a into 2 pi by square root of omega n square minus a square. So that formula already have seen in our earlier derivation. Okay, that is the logarithmic decrement. Okay, logarithmic decrement procedure. So in that log of x1 by x2 equals to a into 2 pi by square root of omega n square minus a square. Now in this substituting the x1 by x2, x1 by x2 equals to how much? Just sorry, x1 is there log of x1 by 0.75 x1 equals to a into 2 pi by square root of omega n is now 421.6 minus a square. So for getting the our a is the our okay in this a is unknown. So for getting the a, so squaring on both sides of the equation. When we are squaring on both sides, so that means log of something value has been arranged here, log of 4. So that value is the 0.2877. Sorry, not 4, 1 by 0.75. Just calculate the value, and with when the value is there, log of that value, just make the calculation. So that is the 0.2877. So when you have the particular equation, then for solving the particular equation, squaring on both sides. So then in this equation, simplifying that, after the squaring on both sides, simplifying the equation, so then that value is nearly to get 0.94. 0.94. Just observe that 0.94. So A is also known. Going to find the C. So because A equals to C by 2m already known. Okay, what is the representation of A? So that is the C by 2m. So C equals to this is the actual damping. So damping coefficient or damping force C equals to A into 2m1. So that is the A is the 0.94 and 2 into 100. So that value is the 188 Newton per meter per second. 188 Newton per meter per second. Now, critical damping is also required. Critical damping. So this is the our actual damping. Okay, actual damping and critical damping. CC is also required. So that is the CC equals to 2m omega n. Already relation is known. 2m omega n. So in this, omega n is already calculated in earlier. So that is substituted in our equation. So then the value has to arrive 4100 Newton per meter per second. 4100 Newton per meter per second. So now going to find the our transmissibility ratio. So what is the main equation for transmissibility ratio when you are usage of the okay main transmissibility ratio? So that is the sigma small e equals to square root of 1 plus 2c omega by cc omega n whole square by square root of 2c omega by 2c omega by cc omega n whole square plus 1 minus omega square by omega n square whole square. So this main equation has been considered. Why? Because when the damper is okay consider, then their vibrations, then their amplitude values are reducing 25 percentage. That means that is also okay. Main equation is required. So when we take the main equation, then substituting substituting our values. So when we make the calculation, okay, so then simply to get the transmissibility ratio, that is the 0.044, 0.044. So that is the our transmissibility ratio. And later we have to find out that maximum unbalanced force on the machine due to the reciprocating parts. So that is the some force is there, unbalanced force is there 2 kg. So for find out of the their maximum unbalanced force on the machine, please turn off your mics. For find out of the maximum unbalanced force on the machine, so that is the F equals to m omega square r. F equals to m2 omega square r. M2 is the 2 kg and omega is the 104.7 and r is the our okay 0.08 by our stroke by 2. Okay, stroke actually they have given only stroke value, so that is the okay uh, half of the our stroke value, so that is the 0.08 by 2. Then make the calculation, so then have to get the value, so that is the 877 newtons. So this is the okay F value, unbalanced force on the machine parts. So now going to find the force transmitted to the foundation, force transmitted to the foundation. So Ft is required. So Ft means Ft equals to, what is the relation is there, transmissibility ratio equals to force transmitted to the force applied. So Ft is required. So Ft equals to how much, transmissibility ratio into force applied. So that is the force applied recently calculated. So then okay, sigma is the our sorry E is the 0.0 double. So that is the force transmitted value is the 38.6 newton, 38.6 newtons. That is the our first uh, determining value, force transmitted. Now going to find the second determining value, that is the force transmitted to the foundation at resonance, when the resonance has been arised. So that means uh, it is going to be okay more more vibrations. So that means since when the resonance has been occurred, so that is the omega equals to omega n. So that condition is there, omega equals to omega n. So therefore transmissibility ratio, again we have to calculate that. So that is the sigma equals to, when our main equation, okay, what is the main equation is there. So when we substituted the omega equals to omega n, then the equation has been changed. So that is the square root of 1 plus 2c by cc whole square by square root of 2c by cc whole square. So in this, c is known and cc is known, just substituted the values. So then the E transmissibility ratio has been changed, that is the 10.92, 10.92. Again we have to calculate the our okay unbalanced force, maximum unbalanced force. So that is the m2 is there, that is the 2 is there, and omega n is that 20.5 omega n, and our this one is the our 0.08 by 2, our length, okay, our radius is the stroke length by 2. So 33 newtons, nearly to have 33.6 newtons equals to force transmitted equals to E into F. So in this, the value has been arrived. The value has been arrived 367 newtons. 367 newtons. When the force transmitted to the foundation at the resonance level. At the resonance. And now going to find the another value is there, that is the amplitude of forced vibration of the machine at resonance. At the resonance. So therefore, amplitude of forced vibration at resonance, that is the formula has been taken, that is the force transmitted at the resonance to the combined stiffness. Force transmitted to the resonance to the force transmitted at resonance to the combined stiffness. That means force transmitted to the resonance how much? So that value is the 367 and combined stiffness is the 42.160. So then the value is 8.7 into 10 power minus 3 meters. So that is the 8.7 mm. Amplitude of the vibration is the forced vibration at the resonance level. The value is 8.7 mm.